Are you familiar with the classic commemorative coin designs that the United States Mint made back in the early 30s? Stay tuned, we're going to rank them. Hi collectors, thanks for watching. I'm the collector of coins. And that's right, as I said in the introduction, I'm going to rank the US classic commemorative coin designs. These were the designs issued in the 30s about different topics, motifs, the United States, and historical events. And we're going to use this tier list. So keep watching, and if you're not yet a subscriber, consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with a friend. Try to get some more people interested in collecting coins. And check out my shop. I have cool merchandise for coin collectors like this shirt. All right, we're picking up from where we left off in the first video. Welcome to part 2, and let's get started. The 1935 Connecticut commemorative half dollar celebrates the 300th anniversary of the founding of the colony of Connecticut. This souvenir half dollar features on the reverse the famous charter oak tree. According to legend, the royal charter was secreted in the tree during the reign of King James II, who wished to revoke it. The charter was produced after the king's overthrow in 1688, and the colony continued under its protection. So I think the Connecticut half dollar is just very beautiful, particularly the charter oak tree on the design, and the eagle is very iconic. So in my opinion, this is a superior coin design. This is one of the nicer commemorative half dollars we've produced. The next commemorative we're looking at was issued in 1936, and it celebrates the 300th anniversary of the landing of the Swedes in Delaware. The colonists landed on the spot that is now Wilmington and established a church, which is the oldest Protestant church in the United States. Their ship, Kalmar Nyckel, is shown on the reverse of the coin. The anniversary was celebrated in 1938 in both Sweden and the United States. So the Delaware commemorative is, to me, it's appealing. I'm not exactly sure where to put it. I don't think it's less than average. I think it's better than average. The ship just looks really cool. The visual space all around the coin and on the design is just appealing. So yeah, better than average. Let's move on to the next commemorative. The 1936 Elgin, Illinois Centennial Commemorative Half Dollar marks the 100th anniversary of the founding of Elgin. The proceeds were devoted to financing a Pioneer Memorial statue, which is depicted on the reverse of the coin. This is a great coin design. For me, it is all about the reverse, the statue. The obverse is cool, but frankly, I'm not a huge fan of the side profiles, although this one is a little more interesting than some of the others that ranked lower. But for me, it's the reverse. A great coin design. You're now looking at the 1925 Fort Vancouver Centennial Commemorative Half Dollar. The fort was built by John McLaughlin in Vancouver, Washington, on the Columbia River in 1825. He's featured on the obverse of the coin. The reverse has a pioneer settler in a buckskin suit with a musket in his hands. Fort Vancouver is in the background. All right, so this Fort Vancouver commemorative half dollar. Now, this got some nice elements on it. I do like the frontiersman on the back, but I don't think it's a very attractive design. The obverse is kind of weird to me, and the reverse is very busy. In fact, the frontiersman looks very blob-like. So I'm ranking this D. What were they thinking? Collectors, this commemorative half dollar was issued in 1936 in commemoration of the 1863 Battle of Gettysburg. On the reverse are two shields representing the Union and Confederate armies, and on the obverse are portraits of a Confederate and Union veteran. I really like the Gettysburg commemorative half dollar. I like the design elements especially. The profiles on the obverse, I think it's interesting that they're facing left and superimposed on each other. There's some nice detail, and the reverse to me is very pleasing. I think it's a great coin design. So I'm ranking this A. I like the shields. I like the faces that divide them. Let me know what you think in the descriptions below. All right, let's go on to the next commemorative coin. The Grant Memorial Commemorative Half Dollar was struck in 1922 to celebrate 100 years after the birth of Ulysses S. Grant. The reverse shows the frame house in Ohio where Grant was born in 1822, and Grant himself is on the obverse. So the Grant Memorial half dollar, it's all about the reverse for me. The obverse is pretty boring in my opinion. Traditional side profile. The reverse is really great. So I can't give it a great coin design though, because to me, the obverse and reverse both have to be great. But I will say that this is a better than average coin design, so I'm ranking this B. This next commemorative half dollar is the 1928 Hawaiian Sesquicentennial. This was issued to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the arrival on the Hawaiian Islands of Captain James Cook in 1778. Captain Cook is shown in the obverse, and a native chief is on the reverse. All right, once again, we have a coin where the reverse is better than the obverse. Although in this case, I do like the side profile better than the Grant one because you can see more of the bust line of the character on the obverse. So I'm going to rank this as a great coin design. It's just certainly, it's above better than average in my opinion. It's A, great coin design. I don't know how else to explain it. When you like something, you like something. We're looking at the 1935 Hudson, New York Sesquicentennial Souvenir half dollar. This commemorative half dollar marked the 150th anniversary of the founding of Hudson, New York, which was named after the explorer Henry Hudson. The designs show Hudson's ship, Half Moon, on the obverse, and the seal of the city of Hudson. Details of the seal include representations of Neptune with trident on a spouting whale and a mermaid blowing a conch shell. And when you don't like something, you don't like something. I wish I liked this more than I do. I don't think it's a failure as a coin, but I do think, what were they thinking? D, mainly because, well, the obverse looks like just a bunch of blobs. I mean, it's really hard to make them out. They could have done a much better design. The ship is cool, but I'm sticking with D. What were they thinking? This commemorative half dollar was issued in 1924 and celebrates the tercentenary of the settling of the Huguenots and Wallons in what is now known as New York, which was founded in 1624 by the group of Dutch colonists. The people on the front of this coin have nothing to do with this occasion. They are, however, Admiral Coligny and William the Silent. The reverse shows a ship, the New Netherland. So this coin design also features a ship on the reverse. I'm just going to keep this simple. It's less than average coin design. Pretty vanilla in my opinion. Yeah, the profiles are cool, but I think that's just the combination of the profiles and the ship. Kind of seen this before. It's okay, right? C is not a failing grade, but that's where I'm ranking it. So we're now looking at one of the later issued classic commemoratives, the 1946 Iowa Centennial. This half dollar commemorates the 100th anniversary of Iowa statehood. The reverse shows the Iowa state seal, and the obverse shows the first stone Capitol building at Iowa City. I like this Iowa commemorative coin. It's pretty interesting. The state seal with the eagle, even though the eagle looks a little contorted, but within the circle, within the coin, looks really cool. I think it's better than average coin design. Just has a nice appearance to it, both obverse and reverse. You're now looking at the 1893 Isabella quarter, which was also issued for the World's Columbian Exposition, and they were sold for $1 a piece. The obverse has a crown bust of Queen Isabella of Spain, and the kneeling female on the reverse represents women's industry. The Isabella quarter is a pretty cool design. This is the only commemorative quarter that we issued until we issued the bicentennial quarter that was made for circulation. This, however, was not made for circulation. It's a special issue. You know, the obverse is not a great profile design. The reverse is pretty cool. Net, I'm going to say this is a less than average coin design, despite it being a cool commemorative on a quarter. You're now looking at the 1925 Lexington Concord Sesquicentennial commemorative half dollar. This half dollar commemorates the two famous battles fought in 1775. A statue of the familiar Minuteman is depicted on the obverse, and the old belfry at Lexington is the reverse design. This is a pretty iconic design if you ask me. Love the Minuteman on the obverse, love the design on the reverse. I think this is a great coin design, so I'm ranking it A. Let's check out the next one. The 1918 Illinois Centennial commemorates the 100th anniversary of Illinois into the Union of the United States. The obverse shows the head of Lincoln taken from a statue by Andrew O'Connor in Springfield, Illinois, and the reverse is based on the Illinois state seal. So this Illinois commemorative coin that features Lincoln is pretty nice in my opinion. I like that it's fashioned after another piece of artwork. That would have been pretty cool to have on the Lincoln penny if you ask me. Reverse is pretty nice as well. Eagle looks like it's in a dominant striking position. Yeah, I think it's a great coin design. Let me know what you think about this design. And then we're going to check out the next coin. The 1936 Long Island commemorative half dollar commemorates the 300th anniversary of the first white settlement on Long Island, which was made at Jamaica Bay by the Dutch colonists. Accoladed heads depicting a Dutch settler and a Native American are shown on the obverse, while a Dutch ship is featured on the reverse. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This commemorative half dollar was a half dollar that I always wanted since I was a little kid, mainly because I grew up on Long Island and I thought it was so cool that we produced, specifically the US Mint produced, a coin that commemorated the place that I lived. Now, I didn't live in Jamaica Bay, but I lived out in Long Island, and I thought this was just a cool thing. However, as an adult, as I look at this coin, I think it just, if I'm being honest, it's less than average coin design. Well, collectors, I hope you're enjoying this series. We have 22 more designs to go, which will split up between 2 more videos. So stay tuned for the next episode when you get to take a look at this next design.